Well, the international break being over, it always generates lots of interest in terms of transfer rumours, players getting to speak away from their clubs. A lot of interest in Paul Pogba continuing because of what happened with Zinedine Zidane going back to Real Madrid. Now, of course, he's favourite to be linked with Real Madrid yet again.
Yeah, and previously it was, I think it was Antoine Griezmann he was talking to, or somebody else, and he would tell them something and they would go back and another headline would come out of it because he said, oh, I'd quite like to play for them. This time it was Real Madrid. That's understandable, Ross. You know, I get it. He's been at Man United, successful at Juventus, back to his old club. But the chance to go and play for Real Madrid or Barcelona is huge. You know, lots of players have done it, and it's a big draw. However, I know Zidane would want him, and he said that. I know he would like to play for them. But for Man United, they have to make a statement, and that is, you know, we are building to be the best again in England and in Europe, and so we don't sell our biggest asset to one of our biggest rivals in European football. And so I think that would be the statement that they would try and make, no matter the money. But then you've got the player power, the agent power, and how does he try and muddle that, and do you keep an unhappy player? I'm personally going to say, I think United will try and make a statement and saying, we are not in the business of selling our best player to Real Madrid, not at this moment in time.
Yeah, particularly with Solskjaer's appointment, and he's certainly handled the situation so far diplomatically. We'll see how that continues. Will Gareth Bale possibly being available to come to Manchester United, even in a swap deal or part swap deal, will that change Solskjaer's mind?
Well, that if you're throwing it out there, that could be a possibility. Of course, they're different kind of players. He's younger, for starters. He's had injury problems of late. Not having a good time this season at Real Madrid. I'm still a big fan of Gareth Bale. I know Real Madrid fans give him a lot of abuse. However, it's been a difficult season all round for everybody at Real Madrid, not just this guy who seems to get the brunt of it. But I'm just wondering, unless it was a swap deal, and that would be disappointing for United fans to see Pogba going, I don't see him coming in a money-only deal, because that'd be a lot of money, a lot of wages, and he's 30 with injury problems. So I'm going to go miss. So Pogba to stay and Bale to go somewhere, possibly, but not Man United.
Right, okay. It could be a difficult summer or a long summer for Gareth Bale.
But I think he might sit that out.
Right.
I think he's got that kind of stubbornness when he might say, well, I enjoy Madrid. You know, if you don't want to play me, you can pay me and I'll just sit here and, I'll see my contract out.
For another 3 years.
He's really got the cards, even though he's not picking the team.
Right, gotcha. Raphael Varane making noises that he wants to leave.
Yeah, and a little bit of a twist to the story that he's unhappy he never got pampered after winning the World Cup because some of his teammates did at other clubs and they didn't roll out the red carpet like they should have done. I'm sure there's more to it than that. He's not had a great season like a lot of his teammates. He had a great World Cup. He's still a good age. He's super quick. You've got Bonucci and Chiellini and Bazzagli all coming towards the end of the career. I'm going to say this is a hit. Of course, his old teammate Ronaldo's there as well. And they're going to have to look to replace and replenish in that position. Yeah,
the irony of that is that Varane signed for Real Madrid because of Zidane, a phone call from Zidane all the way back in 2011. 8 years, long time to be at the club. Maybe a good time for him to move on.
Eventually.
Nabil Fekir making noises that he's still undecided about whether he's going to sign a new contract at Lyon. Of course, it was a year ago that the move fell through to Liverpool. Do you think he's still hot property?
Yes, still a good player. Everybody's in the market for a playmaker, somebody who can score goals, somebody who can set things up and change a game. And I'm sure Lyon will want to keep him, but I think eventually somebody will put an offer on the table that is just too good to refuse. And he's at an age where I think he needs to make that move and really cement himself on the big stage and potentially in that French national team on a more regular basis.
Right, okay. Finally, Juan Mata. He's available on a free to Barcelona at the age of 30.
I see him going back to Spain, as a good squad player, potentially maybe, like a Valencia or a Sevilla. But I can't see him fitting in a Simeone at Atletico Madrid. I don't see him going to Real Madrid, not at that age, and I don't see him going to Barcelona. Not at his age, where I think he does a good job coming in when they've got injuries at Man United. He's decent coming off the bench. He's had a sterling career, but I just think Barcelona will be looking to go out and sign younger guys that are going to A, give them performance, and 2, potential sell on somewhere down the line.
Right, okay, so there you have it. We have a couple of good ideas here as far as Craig's concerned for Raphael Varane and Nabil Fekir, but also these stories misses as far as we're concerned for Real Madrid, Gareth Bale, Paul Pogba, Juan Mata to Barcelona, maybe not happening. Let us know what you think, as always. The YouTube channel available at ESPN FC.